What's up, y'all? So we back with another recipe. My daughter wanted some beans. She kept referring to them as the beans Papa used to make, and I just knew she was talking about 15 bean soup, but turns out it was black eyed peas. However, we are still going to make this recipe, and it's still going to hit. Okay, so I started off with some sauteed leeks, garlic, and onions, and some grapeseed oil in the bottom of the pan. And I dropped in a smoked turkey wing. After I let that saute for a little bit and let all the flavors come out, I added a whole thing of free range chicken stock. So I try to stay away from farm raised anything. So Simple Truth is usually my go-to brand. So now this is the 15 bean soup. That was the bag. You can get it at any local grocery store, Kroger, Walmart, whatever y'all got, wherever you are. And it's really pretty simple. Oh, and I decided to cook breakfast in the middle of this. Forgot that part. So there's some turkey sausage, our breakfast potatoes, and a pie. Yeah, I was multitasking apparently. I decided to make a apple pie on this day too because we had an abundance of apples and I had never made an apple pie. Oh, here I go. This is called ADHD cooking, you guys. I do this a lot, don't mind me. But I'm frying some eggs now. Dropped a little shell in there in the pan. But it's all right, no worries. That's sometimes what happens when you're cracking an egg with one hand. Skills. Soup again. Potatoes, sausage, apples. We got the full day on the stove already. Breakfast, lunch, and dessert. Okay. Whisk. We gonna scramble them eggs right on up. You know, some of y'all didn't get taught how to scramble eggs properly. Some of y'all just stir them, and we can tell. You see that motion? Whisk. You gotta get air up in there. The air makes the eggs fluffy. You know how y'all really have to be chewing y'all's eggs? Like, people that chew their eggs for an extended amount of time, you didn't whisk them good. And of course, we gotta add the oat milk for the extra creaminess because, again, I don't really like hard eggs. I don't know who taught y'all that. But this is how my granny used to do it. She used to take even longer. Her eggs used to take 15 minutes because she would put that thing on low like I have here, and she would let them just simmer cook. Look at that. And then you add the cheese. Yeah, there's no cheese in there yet. It's just creamy deliciousness. Now we added the cheese. Look how soft those eggs are. Fluffy, light, and delicious. And that's how you make some real old school eggs. I don't really know why I have so much footage of these eggs, so we'll be back in a second. I'm gonna fast forward this. Okay, so we back in full effect. Okay, if your eggs don't sound like mac and cheese, I don't want them. They dry. On to the pie. Now, here we go. I have sliced up my apples, put them in a pot with some water, some cinnamon, some cloves. Now, don't judge me because this is my first time ever making a pie, and I am doing only exactly what I've ever seen on TV. I didn't look up a single recipe. This is me and my ancestry. Oh, here goes some nutmeg. I just felt like nutmeg. Yes, that's supposed to be in there. Vanilla. I feel like I seen this somewhere too, and I was just relying strictly on my spirit team to make this recipe come together for me. I'm gonna give it a little stirry stir right here. Let them all get nice and coated and filled with flavor so that they can boil and that nice caramelization can happen. So I'm adding me some cane sugar, some Florida crystals, no white sugar in this house. All right. So we're gonna add a generous amount because it's a dessert. This is pie. Let that butter get on in there. Mix it up real good. Stir it again. Like I said, this is what you call soul food because I am listening to my soul for this recipe right here. All right. Oh, well, here we are on the next ADHD recipe. I guess I decided to juice in the middle of this because I was thirsty. A green juice, it looks like, with some cucumbers, probably some green apples and some ginger. I like to do that for my stomach and keep my microbiomes in check. Oh, and now we're back to the soup. I guess I decided to add some kale here because that's what I see inside of it. Probably just looked in the fridge and said, oh, kale, sweet, and used the rest of the package. And that's my business. You can add what you want to your soup. I didn't have a lid. I know that's a little tad ghetto, but it got the job done. Our sausage and potatoes are cooked. Our eggs are finished. And our apples are boiling for our pie. And our dough is resting real nice. Time for the green juice, y'all. And breakfast is served with a nice view of a winter wonderland. I don't know what happened to the rest of the pie or the soup, but bye.